What's up? Oh, hold on. Get this up here. All right, are we crispy? The levels is good. Let's see right here. Here we go. Here we go. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's going on? My friends, my family, my fellow gamers, your boy Puerto77 with an impromptu live stream. Let me fix this camera up a little bit. Let's get this popping. Let's get this going. What's up to the chat? Oh, hold up. My bad. Let me close this out. All right. All right, we good up in here? Who we got up in here? We got Carol Anker up in here. Mary Wilcox. Welcome aboard. Nice to see you, Mary. Michael, what's going on? Philip, Ghost in the Garage. What's good? Just going through. Vedger. Briar, what's up? TK, what's good? Ice Queen Gaming. What's up? Space Diver, Freelance Gaming. Yo, what's up, everybody? Hey, please hit the like button. Please retweet this out if possible, if you're on Twitter or whatever is your preferred social media platform, gaming groups. Get the word out because we're going to have a conversation specifically on the title. We're going to have the conversation. Let me do what I got to do. Chevy, let me see. Let me do what I gotta do. Boom. 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 All right. Let me do what I gotta do. All right. Who we got up in here? All right. Well, clearly you see the background, right? And we're going to talk about that. Because this is just... yeah, this week in gaming is just insane. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Hold up. I'm sorry for talking, but there's some shit going on. Give me a second. I am sorry. Oh boy, this is funny. All right. Woo! Telling you. Like how do we begin this? You know what I'm saying? Like let's do a quick recap, all right? I want to shout out to everybody. First I want to say shout out to everybody. In fact, you know, I didn't even do my welcome Tory message. You know, of course I got to do that. Welcome to 60 FNL. Welcome. Spell check. I didn't even do this. How unprofessional of me. Welcome to there we go. All right, here we go. All right, so all right, so let's just do a quick recap because let's just set the baseline right now. All right, I want to set the baseline for everybody. Okay, we all know Starfield and Redfall have been delayed till next year. Sounds like the middle of next year sometime, 2023, right? All right, got it. Initial reaction, everybody's like, WTF. Initial reaction, right? Everybody brought out their opinions. And then you got people, just talking about it, putting their 2 cents and everything, right? And for the most part, I think everybody agrees on one point, right? For the most part, everybody agrees, majority agrees on the following points. We'll say point number 1, when it comes to a specific game and it needs to be delayed, I think every gamer agrees that delaying a game in its own merit for the individual game is a good thing. Because what we are hoping for is that developers found issues or things are not going the way as planned, and they are given the time to correct it. Because at the end of the day, individually, regardless of platform, when that game does come out, you want it to be the best quality possible. Every gamer, regardless of your platform, understands that. So let's get that out the way. Yes, we understand the individual merit of a game being delayed. We get the concept. We understand. Okay? Pertaining to this situation, this is not what's being discussed. What's being discussed is not the individual merit of a game being delayed. It is once again a platform that has already been known to have issues with providing quality content still continues to this day, and specifically the Xbox platform. In 2022, the Xbox platform still has a problem with providing first party or exclusive content, whether it's first party or relationships with second, third party, in a timely manner for your platform, resulting in your platform having no games. And now let's talk about the specific term. It is not the literal term no games. That is not, it's not meant to be taken literally, meaning you turn on your box and you can't play a game. Because that happened last weekend. Last weekend for some Xbox members, it wasn't literal. It was you couldn't play any game because the network was down. But that's a different discussion. We already had that discussion. The term no games, right, is simply a quick way of saying you're not playing anything that is unique to your ecosystem that you can't do anywhere else. You could have been playing these games on any other platform and not deal with any of the drama that platform is going through. Yes, you're going to play your Maddens. Yes, you can play your 2K. Yes, Gotham Knights is coming in October. The new Call of Duty is coming out in October, November, right? Harry Potter's coming out. Yes, you can play all these games on Xbox, right? But so can everybody else, which nullifies the Xbox-centric thing, right? Because all these games isn't Xbox-centric or PlayStation-centric or Nintendo-centric or PC-centric. It's just games. You can do that anywhere. When people say no games, it's unique to the ecosystem, to that platform, that you really can't do on other platforms. Because you expect the company you bought this console from to provide you with that content that that specific company is providing to you. That is what the no games narrative means. It's not literal as in you're absolutely not going to play anything. No, you're going to play multiplats just like everyone else can. But what is unique to this box? Stuart Stokes, thank you for the super. It says between DRM, Halo's shit scene or sex scene, SF and RF delay, Fury Dev criticizing GP, and barely any games this year, I never seen a fan base get it this bad in a week. They're getting hammered. They're just getting hammered, right? And we're not even talking console war. Because ignore the console war, right? We're all shit talking. It's just from a consumer standpoint, what are you getting from this product? And this goes in line with the question I'm going to ask. But again, let me set the field. Thank you, Stuart Stokes. Great super chat. Appreciate it. Right? So where was I? Okay, so damn, Stuart, made me lose my train of thought. Blah, 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 talking about that. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah. So the term no games is not literal. You're going to get to play games on Xbox. You're going to get Gotham Knights. So is everyone else. You're going to get Madden. So is everyone else. You're going to get 2K. So is everyone else. You're going to get Call of Duty. So is everyone else. All these other games you're going to get. So is everyone else. You're going to get them. Right? But what about what the platform provider, the people who made the platform, is giving you? Right? This stigma is not new. It's been going on since mid-2016. And we've been constantly, consumers been constantly getting, gamers been constantly getting, wait for E3, wait for this, over and over and over and over. Since 2016. That's when the conversation started. And it wasn't so bad then, right? In 2016, after Quantum Break, people wondering, oh shit, what's coming for Xbox? The conversation wasn't that heavy. It was really light. Because people assumed, yeah, we don't see nothing, but there's gotta be something. Like, there's no way Microsoft's gonna go to 2020 when the projected new console launch with nothing. That's not possible. We've still got 4 years. So they're gonna figure something out. Then 2017 rolls around, and they got CFDs, and you're like, okay. You know, Gears of War Tactics, after a couple of months, you're thinking, some things ain't hitting. But they're going to figure it out. 2018 rolls around, and you're like, wait a minute. Like, this cutting it close. Sony launches Spider-Man, God of War's coming out, Horizon Zero Dawn comes in 2017. It's like, man, what's going on? 2019 comes out. And people are like, holy shit. But Microsoft announces studio purchases. 2020 comes out. And at this point, that's when people realize, listen, this is a L. But people assume, but you know what? New theory. The reason why Xbox One don't have nothing is because they focus on the Xbox Series platform. That's it. Yep, that's it. We're going to have an amazing launch. Because we had nothing for the last 4 years on Xbox One platform. Even after Microsoft released Xbox One X, still nothing. It's got to be because they want to save it for the Xbox Series X so we can have an amazing launch. Xbox Series platforms launch. Nothing. Month after month after month. Nothing. Now you fast forward to 2021, the holiday. Now Microsoft got to figure it out. Ironically, it's once again Halo and Forza, because that's what saves the day for Xbox. Another Halo, Gears, and Forza. Halo, Gears, and Forza. Thought I already told ya. Halo, Gears, and Forza, right? Kid Smooth predicted this. But still, you got Forza Motorsport, you got Forza Horizon, Halo Infinite for the last 2 months of 2021. And Xbox gamers got on their soapbox. Ha! PlayStation got no games. What are you playing this holiday? And PlayStation gamers like, yo, we've been playing games all year long. And you're trying to bash PlayStation for just 2 months out of the year? But whatever. They got on their ride. They got Halo. They got Forza. They predicted all these games for 2022. You know, you got one of the hosts from G4 TV. PlayStation's dead man walking in 2022. Sony better get their shit together for 2022. Because, oh man, Xbox gonna whoop that ass with all these games. Okay? 22 here. We playing Sifu. Got Horizon Forbidden West. To which, ironically, Xbox gamers were adamant of ensuring that the world knows Elden Ring overshadowed it. Because that had to be a point. Gran Turismo 7 comes out. Xbox gamers had to adamantly make sure to let people know that the game was down for 13 hours while ignoring the shutdown of last week. Then talks of God of War. Xbox gamers, oh, when is it coming? I think it's going to be delayed. PlayStation has no games. All these criticisms. But yeah, on the Xbox side, Stalker, but convenient, for what it is, delayed. But now Starfield and Redfall, which is the real big ones, delayed till next year. Okay. And now you got nothing. Really, the only thing that you might be a saving grace is Forza Motorsport 8. Forza Motorsport 8. As your go-to AAA game. Another racer. You already had a racer last year for holiday. Now you're going to get another racer as your top game. So, you're hearing the conversations, quick backlash, but almost immediately is the damage control. Already, it's the acceptance. So let's talk about some of the damage control from the Xbox community and the crazy acceptance that we're hearing. The nonsense. Let's talk about the nonsense. All right? Let's start with this from this tweet. Right? From Miss Deuce Geek. To those criticizing Phil Spencer for the Starfield and Redfall delays, please consider. She wants us to consider this. Number 1. Can you, in all caps, lead and manage one of the biggest brands in the world with hundreds of staff and moving pieces? That's number 1. Point 2. The pandemic has affected, in all caps, everyone. Everyone? Okay. Number 3. Slow and steady wins the race. And number 4. He's only human. So where do I begin? My fellow family, my fellow gamers. As your only friend in these YouTube streets, where do I begin with this? So we'll just start from the top. Let's start with number 1. Can you lead and manage one of the biggest brands in the world with hundreds of staff and moving pieces? Answer, majority no. Do you, Miss Deuce Geek? Probably most people can't. But guess what? In fact, I'm going to include myself. I'm going to be representative of the you that you want to put in all caps, Ms. Deuce. So I'll speak on behalf. Probably not. Most of us probably can't. But you know what else we didn't do either? We ain't selling a console to you. I'm not asking you to buy anything from me. And I ain't making millions of dollars. My salary ain't a high 6-7 figure like Phil is. That's his responsibility. I ain't getting paid while he's getting paid. And I most certainly ain't convincing you to buy something. It's not my responsibility. My talent on whether or not I can do his job is irrelevant. Because I'm not putting people in a position to buy something in the first place. I didn't tell you to buy something. I didn't tell you any promises. So the question isn't, can we lead? The question is, can he fulfill his promise? Because he's the one selling us stuff. Because make no mistake, all those gamers that are buying Xbox, I'm pretty sure he likes the checks. I'm pretty sure he likes the check that he gets when he comes home. The nice little house he bought, his kids going to private school, the Maserati he drives around. I'm pretty sure he's enjoying that. But you know what we can do? You know what we can do? We can do something. Consumers can do something. They can stop buying Xbox. Yeah, how about that, Ms. Deuce? How about consumers just stop buying Xbox? Stop buying games, unsubscribe from Game Pass. And how long would he be in a position to lead and manage then? Tell me. How long? How long? You know, Microsoft's going to still give him checks? They're still going to keep him employed? Because that's what we can do. We can just stop buying Xbox and let that shit tank. And then what? How much time will he still have leading and managing? Please, tell me. This is absolutely nonsense. You're trying to pin on the consumer for a responsibility that is not theirs. It is not their responsibility to do his job. It is his responsibility to do his job, to fulfill what the consumers wants. Because those consumers, they don't work. Majority of the consumers who bought Xbox don't work for a big corporation. You know, they're firemen, they're police, they're military, they're secretaries, they work in grocery stores, fast foods, they're waiters. All these jobs that people earn money and hourly wages, and they put their money towards a product. Shame on them for expecting that the product actually, delivers what you paid for. Oh my God. If you can't do the job of Phil, shut your mouth. Well, you know what we can do? We could just not buy the product. And then we'll see how good Phil does then. It's absolutely nonsense. It's insane. What kind of crap, what kind of trash is that? That's like if you go buy a pair of sneakers. If you go buy a car, brand new, and you drive it out the lot, and within a week the engine fails, does the mechanic tell you, can you design an engine? Are you an engineer? Can you build it yourself? No? Then consider that. Who the hell does that? Who does that? If I upgrade my phone, and then within a week it whatever, and I'd be like, yo, what's up with this? Do I expect Apple to be like, whoa, we understand, you're upset, but let me ask you a question. Imagine buying an iPhone, and it just breaks or whatever, and it's brand new, and you go make an appointment with the Apple store, and you go see the genius guys, and you tell, man, this is all messed up, whatever, and the guy goes, hold on, slow down. I understand, you're not happy with the phone that messed up, but consider this. Have you graduated from MIT? Can you design a phone that works better? No? Then, okay then. So slow down. Okay? When you have a degree from MIT and you can build a smartphone as advanced as this, then you have the right to complain. Until then, please consider. At least consider. That's what I'm asking. Consider you're too stupid for MIT. Okay? Now then, we'll approach your situation. No! I will slap the shit out of that iPhone guy. I'll be like, who you think you talking to? I may not graduate from MIT, but I got a degree from the streets, and I'm about to whoop your ass. How about that? How about I'll show you that degree? Yeah? Just keep talking to me, you slick like that. What's wrong with you? So now, none of us can complain about any product we buy unless you are qualified to make it yourself. Oh, you can't make it yourself? Consider. You go buy food and it's spoiled. You go to a supermarket, Walmart, you buy meat and you realize, wait a minute, this meat is spoiled. Can you hunt? Do you have a farm growing cows? No? Consider. You go to a doctor's, you know what I'm saying? You got stomach pains, and he gives you the wrong medication that's meant for your heart, and now you're all fucked up. Did you graduate, do you have a doctor's degree? Can you get a PhD? No, what? No. Consider. That's the new way. Consider. What the fuck is Rico doing here? God forbid you get news that your family died in a plane crash. Can you build an airplane? Can you design a 747? Are you an aerospace engineer? Consider. Like, yo, if you don't shut your mouth right now, like, just shut up, bro. It would be better if you just shut up. Just shut up. Like, you don't have to say anything. It's not your problem. But consider. Bro, this is crazy. Hit the like button, people. We got 200 people watching. Oh, and I'll be on Weapon Wheel at, what is it? What time he said? 3:45? Because I could tell there's going to be plenty of capping on that show. So catch me there in a couple hours. But right now, you got me here. Let me see. What time is it? 5:45. So 2:45. So I got about another hour with y'all. Right? Consider! That's going to be my new shit right now. Yeah, you know what? Y'all can't judge me, bro. Go ahead and judge me on anything, bro. I better not be judged for shit. Because I'm going to be like, consider. Yo, that's that new wave, bro. We got to consider. Point number 2. The pandemic has affected everyone. Yo, I remember a time when Sony came out and said, hey, we're not sending people to PAC East because of concerns of COVID. Boy, did they get ripped apart for that one from the gaming community. You remember? I remember. Pepperidge Farms remembers. Y'all remember that? How Sony got blasted. Oh, they're not going to PAC East because they got no games. They got nothing to show. They didn't consider the pandemic then. We didn't consider that. Stuart Stokes, thank you for the super chat. He says, now the rumor is Gears Trilogy remake after all the BS about Demon Souls, PS5, how Xbox doesn't do remakes because of backwards compat, back to Gears, Forza, Halo. Yeah, now they like remakes. Now they like full-blown remakes to take advantage of console. When we PlayStation fans got shamed because we prefer a full-blown remake over a backwards compatible upgrade. Because a full-blown remake takes complete advantage of the new console. That's what we want. Take advantage of the new console. But consider, we gotta consider, please. People, consider. The pandemic has affected everyone. And listen, the pandemic was serious. Some of you know my backstory, whatever. But Nintendo's releasing lots of content in 2022. PlayStation already came out the gate. Hell, let's be honest. Right now in 2022, it's Elden Ring and PlayStation that's carrying 2022. Can we be honest about that? GT7, Horizon Forbidden West, and Elden Ring is what's putting 2022 on the map to start out with. If we didn't get Elden Ring, we didn't get Gran Turismo, and we didn't get Forbidden West, what would we be talking about? Strangers in Paradise? Final Fantasy? Like, what would we be? Honestly, chat, help me out here. What would we be if we removed Elden Ring, we removed Forbidden West, we removed Gran Turismo 7 and Sifu? What is there to talk about gaming in 2022? Because Microsoft contributed nothing to help us out. So I'm looking at the chat. So if you see my eyes, it's because I'm looking at the chat. What's there to consider? What are we considering? As far as first party goes, PlayStation's helping 2022 out the gate. I'm not even sure if Nintendo did anything. Maybe they have. I know Xbox did nothing. Hell, let's be honest. PlayStation is carrying Xbox. Imagine Xbox without MLB The Show right now. Take all the games that came out for Xbox in 2022, but scratch off MLB The Show. MLB The Show is the best game that Xbox got so far in 2022. It's absolutely the top quality title for Xbox right now. It's MLB The Show 2022. It is the best game for Xbox out right now for 2022 by far. And you can tell because when you go to Xbox Live Most Played, more gamers are playing MLB The Show than Halo Infinite or Forza. Than really any other first party game. It's the best new game of 22. If you think of new games that came out for Xbox 2022, MLB The Show is the number one game right now. So even PlayStation, Sony, at this point, people feel so bad for Xbox that it's like, yo, do something. Here you go. Have the show. Now, we know it's MLB. MLB made that decision, so I'm bullshitting. But consider no MLB The Show. 2022 right now is primarily one third-party game, Elden Ring, and PlayStation. Let's be honest. Everything else is just backlogs and smaller titles and all that stuff, right? Complementary stuff. Everything else is complementary. But the main face of 2022 so far has been Forbidden West, Gran Turismo, Elden Ring. Ain't that something? Right? As far as the pandemic goes, a lot of serious things, but how are the other companies managing it better? How is Sony still managing within the confines of the pandemic? Hell, Housemarque released Returnal last year, and that's an indie studio. And they released an amazing game. Returnal is an amazing game. Horizon Forbidden West launched. Gran Turismo launched. Hell, Gran Turismo had some issues. They did some updates which pissed off a lot of Gran Turismo gamers, and they immediately fixed it because of the negative response. Sony unveiled, well, not fully unveiled or officially unveiled, but they said unveiled in the sense of PSVR 2 and gave a glimpse of how the controllers look like. So that's coming. We know they're working PSVR. They announced they're working 10 live service games. They acquired Haven Studios, acquired Bungie. They're like Sony's still making moves, and they have a fraction of the money. Microsoft's a $2 trillion company. PlayStation's like what, 300 billion? Nintendo's knocking out the park with content. Point number 3. Slow and steady wins the race. What race? What race are you talking about? What is she talking about? Is she talking about console wars? What slow and steady wins the race? What race are you talking about? Is she talking about being better than PlayStation? Is that what that point is? Is she talking console warring? This isn't about beating Sony. Because you can't. Because you ain't releasing no goddamn games. This is about releasing games. If you bought a console and there's barely any content, how does the concept of slow and steady wins the race? What are you talking about? The conversation is content and being able to play it. What does slow and steady wins the race mean when the whole point is getting content? It's 2022. You're talking about not getting content to the middle of 2023. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button. So with all this, so far, this is the damage control. Oh, let me the final part. He's only human. Ma'am, miss, we all are. We're all only human. That doesn't mean you are free from criticism. He's convincing people to play on Xbox. The only thing the consumers are asking is, why? When you're failing at all of this. That's really what it comes down to it. Right? So you got this as damage control. Now you got conversations of people saying, how can Xbox fix this? And look at the silly stuff. And I'm going to say this final point, which is going to lead to the main point of this, of me going live. But right now, this is how the Xbox community want Xbox to fix this. Oh, maybe they can announce the acquisition of Warner Brothers. How is announcing another acquisition fixing this? Do you guys not like playing games? So the announcement of acquiring Warner Brothers can help fix this. So just buy even more studios. That's the answer. You guys got like 30 studios already. Oh no, we need 35. That's the answer. Another answer. Or maybe some of these multi-plats that's coming out could be day one on Game Pass. So games that you'll have access to anyway, your answer is, I don't want to buy them. That's how Microsoft can fix this. By you not being put in a position where you have to buy games. Hopefully Microsoft could put these games on Game Pass so I don't have to buy them. That's another answer to fix all this. Are you hearing these weird answers? Acquisitions and help me not buy games. This is their answer. This is how you can fix not getting games. You can fix not getting games by announcing more studio purchases and help me not buy games. I don't want to buy games. Put it on Game Pass. This is how you can fix. This is how you can make amends. Consider. This is how you can consider. Please hit the like button. With these crazy ass damage control, and all this nonsense, now is the time to get to the point of me going live. And I'm going to ask you guys this, and let's get these answers out here. The way everything is right now, do Xbox gamers still have the right to even try to criticize a PlayStation gamer or a Nintendo gamer? Do they have the right? Does Xbox gamers, and I'm not talking about a freedom of speech right. I'm not talking about that, because obviously freedom of speech, you can say it, you get to say whatever you want. I'm talking about from a character stance, from being, from a personal character. Can you actually show your face on Twitter and even have the balls to say anything to the PlayStation fan base or to the Nintendo fan base? And I'm not talking about from a constitutional right, things like that. I'm talking just from a person. Just being an Xbox gamer and being a person, after damage controlling this, can you really say anything to anybody if you're willing to accept this? If you're willing to accept this nonsense from Xbox, hey, that's perfectly fine. You understand what I'm saying? It's your money, it's your time, it's your own personal expectation from the brand. If an acquisition of WB makes everything okay and forgivable, that's fine. Fine, whatever. If Gotham Knights end up day one on Game Pass and that satisfies the blunder of Xbox and how Phil's messing or somebody's messing something up, that's fine. That's what you want. That's how you roll. Whatever. But if you're willing to do all that, if you're willing to easily forget about this, hold Microsoft to the lowest of the lowest standards, which is fine. You don't have to hold Xbox to a high standard. You don't even have to hold them to any standard. Hell, don't hold them to a standard at all. That's perfectly fine. But if you are not going to hold Xbox to any level of standard, which is fine, do you get to hold PlayStation and Nintendo to a standard? Do you get to hold PlayStation gamers in the community or Nintendo gamers within the community to any standard? Can you set any expectations on us, on how we view on the brand we prefer? What do you think, chat? Hit the like button if you like this topic. Hit the like button if you're contemplating this. This is the question I want to ask. From this day forward, when an Xbox gamer comes and be like, well, the PlayStation community, you need to blah, 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 blah. does anything they say have any merit? Sure, you have the right to say it. It's your Twitter account. Say what you want to say. But should we even bother to take them seriously at this point? Should any comment they say be like, with a grain of salt? It's like, whatever. Do they get, from this point on, to point out, oh, PlayStation's still not using VRS. PlayStation doesn't use mesh shaders. PlayStation's VRR is half that. That's how I'm going to look at them. That's how I'm going to look at them. That's how I'm going to look at these dudes. That's how I'm going to look at them. Anytime I see an Xbox dude say anything about PlayStation and Nintendo, I'm going to be like, I'm going to just stare at him like this. What you saying, cousin? After this? After this? What value are they bringing to the table? Am I wrong, though? I'm glad you guys are enjoying and laughing, because I do, I'm glad I'm bringing some entertainment. But for real, at this point, can anything they say about PlayStation or Nintendo be taken seriously? Right? Huh? Like, at this point, if an Xbox podcast brings up PlayStation criticism, are they to be taken serious? Especially, oh my God, it's been a disaster for them this gen, because they got almost everything wrong on how this gen is going to turn out. Like, what value do they bring to the conversation? Listen, as far as a constitutional right, and all that stuff, freedom of speech, yes, say blah, 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 blah. Yeah, go talk, whatever. What I'm talking about is from the merit of just character. If you're the type of character that holds Xbox to no standard and easily forgivable, then what weight do you hold over conversations of other platforms when you're not willing to hold it on your own preferred platform? That's it. I don't think any Xbox gamer's opinion on the platform has any merit at this point on. It's not real. You know what I'm saying? If you're willing to accept, and it's fine, I'm not saying don't accept it, but your standard and barometer of quality is so low. It's like below the surface of the earth at this point. It's like you're talking, you're hitting the center of the earth right now. That's how low, you're talking negative numbers of expectations. You're below the zero line. It's so goddamn low that how could you have an expectation on any other product? It just doesn't make sense at this point. That's really why, at this point, I ain't taking no Xbox dude's opinion on Nintendo. Even if it does have some level of merit, right? Even if what they do bring up has some level of merit, I'm going to be like, bro, consider. Can we consider? Just consider. And that's it. It's crazy what's happening here. And what's funny is some of the dudes that are easily forgiven this, I strictly remember they went ham on PlayStation 4 for not having no games for like the first 2 years. Let me see if I can show y'all something. Oh, shout out to Cheesesteak Phil, Cheesesteak87. Let me show you something. Let me share my screen. Give me a second. Let me show you something. All right, I'm gonna show you something. All right. Forgive me if I don't see the chat real quick. I will, obviously, if you send a super chat, I will read it, but I want to show you my screen real quick. So this is my boy. Here we go. We got, so I'm going to stay here for a bit. I'm going to let it load up just to make sure you guys see it. So let's click on this. So this is my boy K Mega. Shout out to K Mega. Man, he's a good dude. But my God, he is in the Xbox Kool-Aid. He's always been. So he's damage controlling her point. And he said, agreed, she keeping it 100. So I replied, I quote retweeted his reply. And I kept it real. Only because of Xbox. Because I remember how you destroyed PS4 for going through the same issue. And I do. I was on podcast with K Mega back in 2016, 2017. And even at that point, in 2016, 2017, right? When Sony resolved the issue of PS4 having no games. Let me scroll down to the comment section. Shout out to Terry. Those hypocrites are not self-aware of their own hypocrisy. Hit that like button. This one is real good. My man Cheesesteak87. Yo, if this is you in the chat, I need to know. Because you a true one. My man said, even when the bots were shouting about PS being sparse, I forgot about that. There were still more releases than this year from them. Hit that like button, bro. Samuel says, the Xbox can be staying on their knees when it comes to Xbox. But this is a good point. Yo. Hold on, I gotta retweet this. I got this. Let me quote tweet this. Yo, remember, hold on. Remember when Xbox, gamers thrashed PS4 for being sparse? No? Let's do Pepperidge Farm. Let's do the Pepperidge Farm. Man, this thing's running. What the hell's going on? Why is it taking so long? Holy cow. I'm just trying to... Oh, maybe... Pepperidge... Hope I spelled it right. Pepperidge Farm. Oh, boy. What the hell? Here we go. Here we go. Click on that. Okay, Pepperidge Farms. Remember when Xbox gamers thrashed PS4 for being sparse? The first 2 years? Should I say the first 2 years or leave it at that? You all helped me develop the tweet. Should I say the first 2 years or should I just leave it as that? I should add first 2 years, right? What do you guys think? Help me develop this tweet. I should put first 2 years, right? Man, you guys are going ham up in the chat. I love it. I love the energy. Rock, stop hating because Xbox has more merch. Spice it up more. What should I put? Leave it at that? First 2 years? All right, let's do it real quick. 1, for adding first 2 years, or 2, leave it at that. Leave the tweet the way it is. 1, add first 2 years. 2, nope, leave it as that. You spelled trash wrong. Hey, thank you. It's spelled trash. Trash. I will fix it. Thank you for pointing that out. I will fix it. Yeah, let me fix it now. No. Oh, I see what I did. Oh, shit, dyslexia. Am I dyslexic? There you go. Yo, remember when Xbox gamers thrashed PS4 for being sparse? So 1 for add 2 years, 2 for leave it at that. Just leave it at that. 1, I see a lot of 2s, leave it at that. And I see 1s. Uh-oh, the ones I think are winning. I see 2. I see 1. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. See. Let's see. Let me see. Yo, remember when Xbox gamers thrashed PS4 for being sparse? I do. Yeah, I'm going to leave it like that. I do. And then I got to put the skull, because you know I got to add the skull, right? I got to add the skull. Here you go. Got to get my little skull. There we go. And then I'm going to tweet it out. Boom. Look at that. Live tweet from the live stream. Look at that. Bruh. Yep, I left it at that. So now I see majority of people saying 2, so I left it at that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Nah, I mean. But we got to consider. Yo, this is crazy. I mean, can we... Oh, let me go back. I mean, at this point. Let's look at this thread. Let's look at this. Please tell me there's at least some Xbox guys. My man Showan, he's like, nah, this one ain't it. Yo, shout out to my boy Showan. He usually shows up on the live streams. On Tuesdays, definitely. But he always keeps it real. This one ain't it. Phil deserves that heat. He directs boss Satya. His direct boss, Satya Nadella, is working under the same conditions. And yet he is doing a damn good job running all of Microsoft. Good point, Sean. My man came and go. You want to made at the messaging, cool. But some of y'all are way too extra with it. Games get delayed every year, but all of a sudden this needs heat. You see, this was funny. Oh my God. I'm gonna bring back some of the podcasts he was on. Cause yo, this dude went out his way to say the PS4 was the worst PlayStation ever. Because of the first 2-year drought. Gas. Laugh aloud, no, she ain't. At least we're keeping it real. This the same dude who went nuts on a jump button. Y'all remember K-Mega? They took away the jump button, God of War? I commented in this, and there's a full-on console war going in my comments. I had to mute. Who would have thought delays would become console war talk? Oh, that's right. It's Twitter. I don't see any issue with consumers criticizing Phil Spencer. Sure, I can't run a corporation, but as a consumer, I can criticize a corporation management. It's like me saying my customers shouldn't criticize my joinery skills work, even though they have been given money. At least there's some guys out here. It's just console war BS. Most of the people saying this BS was not going to play these games or do not even own an Xbox. They just wait for something like this for their Xbox Hate podcast. It's just so stupid to me. Alpha. Biologist, educator, gamer, husband, Xbox. So your descriptive title is you make sure people know that you're a biologist. You make sure people know that you're an educator, that you're a gamer, that you're a husband, and Xbox. Got to make sure you have the word Xbox there. For whatever reason. I knew your profile was going to be like this. Because there's no way that you think the issues that's going on is just console war BS. There's no way that 2022 for Xbox can potentially mean that maybe at best, your best case scenario is that you at least get Forza Motorsport 8. But this is about console war. That's all this is. Lack of content is just a console war talking point. I blocked this account, so I don't even want to care to read. No, it's not, because at the end of the day, all this will be back to normal. This is social media drama, nothing more, nothing less. People that were wired too tight about it will be back on the bandwagon drama themselves. So this is just console war drama. No games. It's console war drama. Let me do an experiment. Now, I'm going to show y'all a secret. Chat. Alright? I'm going to show you a secret live. So you know how I'm able to pull up receipts and stuff like that. And people actually think like I have these things like in a data bank, in a repository on the cloud. Right? So this is what's funny. So I'm going to show you live what I do. Are y'all excited? Yo, hit one. If you really want to see how I do this. Or hit 2 is if you don't care. Because I'm about to show you what I do. I'm about to show you how people get exposed on this app. I'm going to show you the secret. But it's not really a secret. Y'all ready for this? And most of you probably already know. It's really not hard. I'm surprised. It's just amazing because a lot of people think I have like this huge data bank of just photos and stuff. And it's not. I'm going to show you right now. So like right now, let's use K-Mega as the experiment, right? So K-Mega is obviously damage controlling this. Okay, let's find out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go search on Twitter. I am going to at K-Mega's name. K-Mega's name. Oh, sorry, I spelled it wrong. K-Mega 4. So that's him. And then I'm going to type in the word sparse. And let's see what my boy K-Mega said. Oh, he likes posting an article on Sony acknowledges 2014 sparse. Really, K-Mega? So you want to post articles. You want to be out here and talk about sparse. Did you say anything in this thread? Let's see. Did he say anything? I don't think he said anything. But a lot of people are commenting. Oh. Why are we worried about PlayStation 2 years ago? Not worried, just don't forget. Oh! Why can't we forget? Why are we worried about PlayStation 2 years ago? Not worried, just don't forget. See, so right now what I would do is on my phone, I'm not going to do it here because I'm on a computer, but on my phone, I would take a screenshot, crop this out, and then I would screenshot and crop this out and be like, oh, so Xbox is just console war. But for PlayStation, not only was being sparse a big deal, you want to make sure people never forget about sparse. And that's how I do it. Now you see my secret. That's how I do it. I don't have. You think I'm gonna have terabytes of photos taking up my phone space? You really thought I have like tons of photos saved on my iPhone? Y'all see, now you see it. That's all you have to do. In fact, I'm gonna do it right now. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me do it on my phone. I'm gonna do the same thing on my phone. I'm gonna do it right now. Stand by for my Twitter. So I'm gonna catch K Mega. I'm sorry, brother, man, but it is what it is. See, so now you see live. So right now, give me a second. So this is a. Give me a second. Look at big deal. Give me a second. So none of this is a big deal for Xbox. And I posted it. So let me show you what I posted on Twitter, so y'all can see. So boom. So this is K Mega's quote tweet, so I could show y'all. Shout out to K Mega. Oh man, this is amazing. So K Mega, you want to make a messaging cool, but some of y'all are way too extra with it. Games get delayed every year, and but all of a sudden this needs heat. All right, so I quote tweeted that with. So none of this is a big deal for Xbox, but for PlayStation, it was such a big deal that you had to make sure people remembered Sparse, even though in 2017 Sony addressed and fixed the issue. Yeah. And this was his article. Sony acknowledges, but look when he posted it, August of 2017. And when people asked him why, like why is he posting an article from 2015 in 2017? Not worried, just don't forget. And there you go. It's like hitting the staple button. You see? So now, again, this just adds to what I'm trying to say. Do we take the opinions of Xbox, you know, when they try to criticize PlayStation or Nintendo seriously anymore? At this point, when these guys talk about PlayStation, Nintendo, like at this point, it's like, should we just be like, whatever? Go. You're sucking up too much oxygen. Like, just go away. Like, we really don't care what you have to say anymore. Right? I'm just saying. You just seen it live. Hold on. Oh, let me take this out the way. Let me go back to. Oh, nope, sorry. Wrong one. Boom. I mean, I'm just saying, like, at this point, what value do these guys bring at this point? In fact, hold on. Let me do a couple of things. No, this is too funny. This is Porter. That says Sony only said the first party lineup was sparse. Just you know what's crazy? Sony will still have more exclusives. Here's what's crazy. This is when Sony went through it and PlayStation during PlayStation 4. You know, some games got delayed, and people were saying PlayStation sparse. The reason why the term sparse became a meme and a console war talking point is because Sony said it from themselves. They were technically the owner of their own demise. They did it to themselves. Because they said, hey, our first party lineup is looking sparse. And then Xbox community ran with it. But that term came from Sony. The Xbox community did not create the term sparse. Sony said that about themselves. Right? But when you think about it, they admitted to a deficiency on how they're handling their platform. It was an admission of fault. They didn't do damage control. They're telling the consumers, listen, bro. In fact, they're telling the consumers before the consumers really came at them. They're like, yo, our shit's looking kind of light right now. All right? We get it. Our shit's looking light. So they technically brought crazy heat upon themselves, and that shit just piled it on. Something that they admitted internally, like, damn. You understand what I'm saying? When you think about it, the term sparse came from PlayStation. It wasn't from the community who came up with a term to bash PlayStation. Sony said, hey, we recognizing that our first party output is looking sparse. Everyone just ran with it. But when you think about it, Sony admitted to an issue. And that is the first step to correct an issue. You got to admit there's a problem. And we got to fix this. And Sony fixed it that gen. That's number one. You didn't have to wait for a new gen to fix the sparse problem. Sony came out in spades. And not only did they provide great first party output, they release some of the best first party games, for some of the best games you can play for that gen. Game of the year, high quality caliber titles that put them on the map of quality. So they did more than just fix the sparse issue. They provided the games, and some of them were of incredible quality. And then the one thing that people assumed Sony was going to go through, which was, well, prepare for more sparse, because PlayStation usually has a problem with the first 2 years when they release a console. Now this time, not with the PS5, they had an incredible start. And they're still doing really good. So again, are we really going to listen to these Xbox dudes? Sure. They're going to still go on Twitter. They're still going to talk. Got it. They're still going to do what they're going to do. They have the right to. Constitutional, freedom of speech, all that stuff. Say what you want to say. The only thing I'm asking is, should we listen and even bother? When they say their words, when they tweet their tweets, should we take it seriously? Does the tweet have any merit? Given the stunts these guys are doing. That's all that's being asked. That's what I'm asking. Right? Because yo, between consider, can you run a multi-million-dollar company, billion-dollar corporation? Between that and, man, this is not a big deal. But when it comes to PlayStation, you got to bring up the past. we can never forget. We can never forget sparse. Never forget sparse. Never forget PlayStation was sparse. Never forget. Come on, bro. Come on. Like, come on. We got to stop this. We got to stop this. Listen. Hey. I want to say, listen. I truly appreciate you guys rocking out with me. This is the question I wanted to bring up. Appreciate it. Listen, hit the like button. For those you that don't know, membership is live. If you want to rock out, grow with the channel, this channel is going to grow. I promise it's going to be amazing. I'm going to get better and better. I got good plans and it's going to all come to fruition. But right now, I'll be honest, this channel has been doing great because of you guys. I truly appreciate you guys just rocking out, enjoying the conversation. So just the only thing I really ask for is just hit the like button and just retweet this out, to spread awareness. But I'm really glad that you guys rocked out. I will be on Whip and Wheel today, so check me out on that. I'm going to be preaching the truth up in this. And I showed you my secret to Twitter. Y'all get to witness it. You see, it's easy. A lot of these dudes thought, you spending all this time looking for old stuff. Oh my God, you got no life. You saw what I did. It only took like 5 minutes. That's it. You get the username, you get the @ name, a couple of keywords, and bro, their history is disgusting. You could just see all the crap and bullshit they posted. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you guys take care. If you're new, please subscribe, stick around. You know what I'm saying? Be part of the family. Help this channel grow. Truly appreciate you all. This is your boy Puerto77. Your only friend is YouTube Streets. And I am out of here. Come back Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. 60 frames, no lag. While I will have the panel. And hopefully I could get some guests. Because we need to talk about this. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you guys are great. You're awesome. You guys take care. Peace.